Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all, everybody, for staying with us as we progress through the night. Special thank you to DC Livers, Josie's mom, and sharing her story here with us on Legacy Internet Radio. So if you've been listening, definitely, hopefully you wrote down the information on how you can help her in her plight. So make sure that you make yourself part of the solution. And anybody who we present to you here on Legacy Internet Radio is someone that's a family to us. So definitely make sure that you assist with her and check out the GoFundMe account that they have set up and see about trying to support our sister with her plight. 804-402-2893 as we continue through the show live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. Grizz, it's been a lot going on, man. I'm glad to see you across the table.
Yeah, man. Do I look different?
Hell yeah.
You look different too.
Do I?
No, you don't.
My brother. Well, we got some people that joined us.
We do.
So I'm going to go around the room and introduce them. Yeah, they quiet. They've joined us since we last checked in with us. And you see her, you hear from her every single second Monday of the month. She's our sister, and you know her as Miss Tony. What's up, girl?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
You doing fabulously wonderful?
I am.
Well, it's good to see you over there. I'm glad to have you joining us every single second Monday of the month. We got you here. And, of course, we see her joining us in the studio right now. She is my co-host. And every single week on the live show, she tells us why she is, in fact, a grown woman. That's why Butler. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
How you are doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's
good.
I
see lots of nice faces.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Nice.
I'm glad. And, of course, you walked in the door with a special guest with you tonight. And your special guest is who?
It's my baby Pandora.
What's going on, Pandora? I ain't seen you in, like, so long and stuff. Like, you're, like, so awesome and stuff. It's so good to see you.
Like the movie?
Yeah, man.
The movie
Pandora.
with the blue people?
Yeah.
I don't know, Kyra. Is that where you get your name from? Little girl.
Is that where you get your name from, the movie?
Where'd you
Avatar.
pick Pandora from?
It was just a thought since I already had this weird nickname in school, and I was like, this sounds really stupid, so I'm going to change something cooler.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
That works for
Okay,
me.
okay.
And, I have Steppin Marcus J. Of course, we're definitely happy and honored. We got a brand new addition to the Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J family. Of course, there's no newness with regards to Legacy Internet Radio. You used to hear this sister every single Friday on the pregame, and she's still part of that family, but she has joined Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J. She's going to be joining us on the first Monday of every single month, but she's jumping in tonight, assisting us with our show here tonight. And so I'm definitely happy to have our sister Amber joining us on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J.
What's going on, man? I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to see you sitting here, man. It's I mean, you look cool. You know what I mean? As
She
far
got a
as
fly jacket on.
you know what I mean? Around the room,
I know,
there's
right?
nobody cooler than you right now.
That's what they say.
Yeah, man. She got Jay Grizzy's fly jacket on.
Yeah.
She got the
Freezing
jet
in
black.
there.
It's cold. So she got the jet black dark glasses on. She cool as hell. But Amber, happy, honored, glad to see you here.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you part of the crew. And y'all ready to get into some stuff?
Of course,
All
man.
right.
You know I came out the womb ready.
All right, Amber, Grizzy, Tony, SY, Pandora. This first story we're going to get into is a story from the WNBA. And I have not done a story on the WNBA ever. But this one here, I had a hard time avoiding. And I've been avoiding it because there's been stuff going on with
It keep coming up.
It keeps coming
They
up,
can't
and I've
leave
been
each
trying to
other
avoid it. Now they have absolutely made it unavoidable. So here is
They get their ass out of themselves
here,
with what they doing.
here is the setup. Glory Johnson and Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner and Glory Johnson, two WNBA players, two women, two players in the WNBA. They're both lesbians. They're married. They love each other. Who cares?
Allegedly, they love each other.
Here's the deal. before they got married, they had a domestic violence situation that came up where both their asses got arrested.
They let them hands fly, right?
Both their asses got arrested. They basically beat the shit out of each other. Then WNBA said, not cool. Y'all suspended for 7 games. And, that's cool because, the NFL has showed us if you beat somebody up, whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, your kid, it's a good bet that your ass going to sit for a little while. Mm-hmm. Cool. No issues, right? But then after that, they got married.
That's love, bro.
They got married.
Welcome to the party.
They got arrested for beating each other up.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, right. Story's still a little bit weird, but not so bad because it's like if you feeling them like that, then you might love them after you bust that ass.
Right.
But then it gets weird again. Right. After they got married, then Glory Johnson comes out and says, I'm pregnant. Now,
she was child.
I remember biology class in Miss Davis's 7th grade biology, and from what I was able to gather, you probably need a little bit more than 2 ladies to get married. So the first, to get pregnant. And so then you say, all right, they got a donor. Cool.
Right.
No problem. Right. But then Brittany Griner says some bullshit.
This some as the world turns.
This ain't my baby, and I want an annulment. Like I said, there's so many levels to this story that I was so not going to try to touch it. But here on Ain't No How Steppin Marks J, we like to have a little bit of fun with a little bit of drama. Heterosexual people are not the only ones that got drama. Grizzy, you up first.
You took my point. Welcome to the party, Brittany Griner, and what's the girl?
Glory Johnson, man.
That's your boo forever. They're gonna forever be tied together with child. They got a child together. Now they got to go to family court, get custody. They got to do the annulment.
Not when if it's an annulment though. If it's an annulment, that means it's never happened.
But I don't know.
It get wiped from the record, like.
But
juvenile records.
She's still a parent. But she's still a parent to the kid. I'm sure that they conceived while they was together in that period of time after the fight. I bet you they conceived right after the fight.
Maybe
that's the best kind of loving right there. What movie was that in with Spike Lee?
Oh man,
Spike Lee, Kerry Washington, and Anthony Mackie. Y'all haven't seen that movie?
Isn't that the one with the sex thing?
Yeah,
Girl 6.
No, not Girl 6. Oh man, somebody look it up for me and hit it up. But
804-402-2892.
to give you the plot, I'll give you the plot. One of Kerry Washington's first movies. Spike Lee directed it. Anthony Mackie was the first lead role he in. They were in New York. They were upper middle income, professionals. They were dating each other. Yes, Marcus. They were dating each other, and turns out that Olivia Pope was exploring her sexuality and got a girlfriend. Well, Anthony Mackie got mad.
I do remember that. I can't remember the name.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I was glued to the TV.
Amber, you hearing this craziness? What's your thoughts?
Thoughts about what?
thoughts about the drama and how this story takes a turn. You got a couple who beat each other up and go to jail. 3 weeks later, they get married. 3 weeks after that, and of course, it's been more or less than 3 weeks, but I'm just using 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, they're having a baby, and 3 weeks after that, they're getting divorced.
Happens every day, B. Happens every day. I mean, people crazy, man. People, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter the orientation of the individuals and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But I mean, shoot, I would have been out anyway because I don't like kids, so that wouldn't have been something I was interested in the first place.
Like, hell
and I know
no.
in relationships like this, I don't have to stay.
Right.
I don't have to stay.
You get out a free card by not knocking them up.
Okay,
right?
no, you got a baby. I mean, we what? No, I'm out of here.
Be like,
I mean,
how do you spell alone?
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure there's some charitable organizations that will
help you out.
Exactly.
That would be cold-blooded, though, for whoever. All right, so who's having the baby? Glory, right?
Glory's having the baby.
It would be cold-blooded for Griner to just up and leave her out in the cold. Granted, she's making. They both play for the NBA. They're making decent money, but come on, man.
If they bust each other's tail, they don't care about walking away.
If I was Brittany Griner, I would want to be in the child's life at least. At least.
She might not like kids.
That's gonna be on mommy now.
Do you think that probably why she got her to know? She was like, you done went off and got a baby. They probably didn't have an agreement about
there's
it.
also some talk about there being some lies, and depending on who you ask, somebody lied. Brittany says that Glory lied, and Glory says that Brittany lied.
Just
so
sad.
I just get a kick out of it because people in our world make such a big deal out of homosexuality and gay marriage and all of that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, people trying to be happy and people trying to love and all that kind of stuff, and they got just as right to be as miserable as everybody else.
Come on in. The water's just fine.
Yeah, man. What you think? That's why.
Listen, after the fight, I was like, okay, so the relationship is over. Because if we got to go to physical blows, there's no tomorrow for us.
To some,
Once you hit me,
to some though, that's that
that shit
crazy
is
kind
over.
of love.
So there's no tomorrow for us. So when they came back and they was like, oh, we got married, I was like, oh yeah, you signed the paper to get a lifetime of
Somebody
ass
put
whooping?
it down.
What are you, crazy? So I was like, yeah, this is doomed for disaster right after the first blow.
Tony, what you think? Are you hearing about Glory and Brittany battling and all of these changes in their relationship? And, I brought this up to show that, it doesn't matter what your orientation is. At the end of the day, if you love somebody, if you think they fly, you know what? At the end of the day, they could drive you just as crazy, whether y'all gay, straight, or whatever. What you think?
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, hopefully most people have boundaries. And like Grizzy said, some people, that's how they love, the fighting, both of them were, kind of equal parties to that. But when it comes to like getting pregnant by a dude, that kind of violates, that's crossing the boundaries of their relationship, the parameters of their relationship. So I don't think she will necessarily, take her back, because it's like, okay, it's one thing that we beat each other, but you done gone and like got knocked up. Like,
yeah. I mean,
that's something I can't
and
do.
I guess the part that's really, really hazy is, was there a discussion of kids? Was there a donor? Was there a legitimate donor, or did you step out and get pregnant? I mean, like, I don't know that any of that has been even clarified, which is the reason why.
They want to keep it personal.
Yeah, well, this is the reason why I brought it up, because I'm like, word? For real?
Because they business out in the street for sure.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. I mean,
business out there.
here's the part that trips me out. And I don't know. Grizzy, Amber, that's why, Tony. Am I tripping at the fact that y'all was coming to blows and got married right after that?
no, because that happens all the time.
Well, yeah, but I think that ultimately, like in relationships like that, like you get into it and I've had enough and I'm out of here and I'm done, and then you don't want to see that person with anybody else, and vice versa.
Right.
So they stay in this completely toxic, ridiculous relationship because that's normal for them. That is their normal. So the only thing, like, hey, we got to make a big display of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, it's you and me forever.
We got to do a double
And
time now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they started dating again, or if they didn't go through with the annulment or whatever the case may be. Some people just,
You might be on to something, man.
that's their normal.
Ain't no ass stepping with Marcus J. All right, listen. You know how I like to do hell no type news. What do I call this segment?
You call this segment
What the hell?
Thank you.
All hell no news. Amber, since you the new person part of the crew, I want you in on this one first. I'm getting this one from WTVR News. This is out of Portland, Oregon. The headline says, and I like to read the headlines because sometimes the headlines are the jaw droppers before you actually get into the story. Angry onlookers turn tables on man over what he was doing inside a porta potty.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you about to find out though, bro. A homeless man became trapped in a porta potty Thursday in Portland after police said bystanders were fed up with his disgusting display. The incident under a bridge in Portland after police said onlookers became upset with the man. They said that he allegedly exposed himself. Of course, we knew that that's where it was going.
By accident.
Inside the porta potty. With the door open, so that onlookers got so mad that they tipped the toilet over and he became trapped inside. Police were dispatched to rescue him, and they said that he's not going to be cited, saying, quote, "And I think justice has been done, so I'm not going to cite him with anything," said Sergeant Willie Halliburton with the Portland Police. "I'm just going to give him a stern warning about the kind of activities in the city of Portland, and this is what happens when you do those activities." Amber? The dude exposed himself in the porta
Yeah.
potty.
You know, hey,
Shit happened.
that's exactly, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what he gets. Just like the cop said, he got off light. That's, I mean, you know, that's justice, you know?
Oh my God,
That's
yo.
crazy, but that's what he gets.
That's why.
I'm trying to give him an excuse though. Maybe the door popped open
That's why.
by mistake.
A homeless showing.
That's why he showed his homelessness.
Ew, cooties. That's nasty.
He nasty just for using the porta potty off top though.
I wouldn't even want it. I would. Were they just passerbys? Were they waiting
I mean,
to
my,
use
you know,
the
the way the
porta-potty?
article reads is just, you know, because there's certain jurisdictions
They
that have
stopped and
there's certain
looked.
jurisdictions that have a porta potty out there, or maybe it's a construction area, what have you. And so the point is, he up in there all willy nilly with the door open. You know,
Okay, so look at it from this perspective. He's a homeless guy.
Oh, I didn't know he was home.
He don't
Yeah,
got
he's a homeless
nowhere. Yeah.
Bro, well, come on, cut him some slack.
One of the best things about having your own place is being able to walk around naked.
True.
He never gets to do that.
because he's homeless, so
Right.
he stay at the crib.
So
Y'all are evil for saying
that's
that.
terrible. No, but my son, I mean, so was he like in there like, or was he like about to use the bathroom? Was
I think
he
it was
using
the
the
first one.
bathroom?
I think it was
so
the
he
first
was in
one.
there like,
Yeah.
like
Because,
doing
I mean,
it,
why wouldn't
making it hit his thigh?
Why would the onlookers be so upset to turn the porta potty over
Yeah.
if he was trying to use the bathroom?
But my
Yeah.
thing is, well, why are you
It might have been
looking?
change
Why
day.
are
He
you
might have been.
looking
Yeah, but you can say
in
why
the
you
porta
looking.
potty?
You can say why you looking all you want. But if a dude was walking down the street butt ass naked,
No.
you can't say why you looking.
But-
and if you
but
inside a
wait, but
porta
it's
potty with the
summertime,
door
though.
open doing your thing,
But it's summertime. You know how hot them porta potties get.
Really,
so you,
though?
you might
Really?
crack the door.
you gonna be that person in this conversation.
Dude, let me tell you, I was in the military, and when you're on the field, you got to use the porta potty or you go in the woods.
But if you're in the military,
It's like
then you should be
300
able to.
degrees in a
yeah,
porta
but
potty.
you should
We
also-
closed the door. We closed the door.
Yeah,
I closed the door, but I'm just saying, if he ain't got to, there's no repercussions.
He was in Portland, Oregon, not Baghdad, Iraq. Like it wasn't.
It doesn't,
you know what I'm-
it doesn't
like, and there's
matter.
kids.
I mean,
In Portland, homeless
my
people
thing
probably
is-
got
So
it the
basically-
best out of all the homeless people in the world.
So
Portland
basically-
probably
I'm
got
not
the best
saying
homeless
it's
people.
okay
Alright, so
for the
basically-
man
Why?
to show his
With a view,
hoo-ha
right?
in the porta potty.
first of all, the dude doesn't have a hoo-ha.
He has a...
Girls have hoo-ha.
No, hoo-ha, no,
And
hoo-ha.
boys-
That doesn't sound like,
and
that's
boys,
not feminine enough.
and boys
No.
have, yeah.
They have
exactly.
what?
I didn't say anything.
Thing of his... So,
Hoo-ha's a girl word.
no, I never liked that. I just thought that...
You
I
the
thought
one that
was-
said it.
No, I'm saying for girl. That's not a hoo-ha.
So
No,
a guy has a
Come get
hoo-ha,
some
but
of
a
this
girl
hoo-ha.
doesn't?
That don't even sound cute.
But you the one that brought the word into the
I
discussion.
said, but that's for dude. We don't even. That's not what this is about. This is about the man in the porta
I'm just trying to
potty.
pick on you.
It's about the dude in the porta potty
wanted
got
to fight
turned
with you.
over.
You had to get all serious and stuff.
No. On that blue water. Oh.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy and Net Radio. We digress, and this is what we do here on the show. So shout out to our brand new listeners in Southern California, and shout out to our listeners in Chicago, Illinois. What's up, Melanie? We know you checking us out. Shout out to our listeners here in Atlanta, Georgia, Chesterfield, Virginia, Goochland, Virginia. We got people listening to us in Powhatan, Jersey City, Baltimore. We see the lights on all over the United States, and we appreciate it. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Grizzy.
Yo.
Amber.
Yes. Present.
S.Y. Tony. Pandora. I
Present.
saw this next story, and I got upset. It's about parents in a Texas middle school, and we're gonna come back to Texas later on because they wild out in
always
Texas.
got
Yeah,
some
Texas.
wild out.
You know, we're gonna talk about, and those folks who waiting to hear our commentary on what happened in McKinney. We're gonna talk about that in the next segment. So chill out with the with the inboxes and stuff. We're gonna get to it. But this one, Tony, I want you on this one first. Parents upset after Texas middle school teachers gave students Ghetto awards. I'm getting this one from thegrio.com. As the school year draws to an end, kids are taking home awards like perfect attendance, most improved. That's normal stuff, right, Grizz?
Yes.
But one Texas student brought home an award that, according to his mother, was offensive and hurtful.
No shit.
Sharika Wilkins says that her 8th grade son came home with an award that said it was part of the 8th annual, 7 times before, 8th annual Ghetto Classroom Awards. While the teachers said it was a joke and all in good fun, Wilkins said the award was damaging, especially because it given in a special education classroom. Quote, he feels pretty inferior. You know he wants to succeed. You know it's just kind of hurt his feelings. She added her son has struggled in school and already has self-conscious feelings about that. One of the teachers, Tim Couch, has since come forward to apologize, while the other teacher, Stephanie Garner, offered to resign. However, the family said they did not want her resignation and have accepted their apologies. Quote, Ghetto was not supposed to be malicious intent to degrade him. It was supposed to be all in fun. I didn't take it that way. The teacher's actions were not condoned by the Sulphur Springs middle school, and of course at this point it is under investigation. They have some names of the awards. One name of the award that was given, and I don't have it right in front of me. I saw it in a different article, but it was something along the lines of the Award, because that's how many times the person said when a question was asked in a class. And I'm paraphrasing because I saw that in a different article. It's not here in the Griot in the interest of being accurate with regards to the story, but I did see that. Tony, you up first. How you feel about the Ghetto Awards? We know that you got a high schooler. That's why you've got your children. One's out of both are out of high school. Grizzy, you got 2 in high school. Mine is in middle school. You know what I mean? And we've got nieces and nephews and godchildren. We got kids in this room that we can all relate to this. Tony, you up first.
I'm guessing that whole award ceremony was probably created by the same people who created Ebonics and wanted to add it as a course or a part of the English language.
What you talking about?
I would really like to know, how high up that goes. Was it just like a classroom level thing? Because I don't think just an apology is enough. This is not just, and the children aren't taking it as a joke. These children are, clearly affected by these awards, and it's been going on for 8 years. It needs to go from the top all the way down to the bottom. Cut them.
Amber, what you think about the Ghetto Awards at the school where they're giving out awards to kids they think it's funny to have Ghetto Awards? What you think about this?
I'm real sorry, y'all, but that is kind of funny.
That is funny. Thank you. Thank you. Fist bump.
That's why you was kind of funny.
I was ready to say, we were too tight here and no half stepping.
Dang, I thought y'all was about to jump on me.
No.
But no, I mean, I think
That
it
shit
is
was
messed
fun.
up, when you read the story and you say that, okay, it's in a special ed class and they were kind of making fun of the students. That's not funny. That's not cool. It's never cool to make fun of somebody for something that they can't help. However, the idea of Ghetto Awards is hilarious to be the Award. Who said the most in class? Man, this is stuff that we used to do behind the scenes, but that is funny. I mean, but
Who
when you're
squealed?
using it, who told?
Yeah.
Somebody
Be mad
snitched.
at that person. No, but no, it's not funny when if it's a special ed kid and it's being used to,
That shit fun.
to talk about them. But I think it's a funny idea.
I thought that one of the things was going to be who got the most ratchetest, Gucci Man tattoo or something. I know it was the elementary school kids, the high school kids that did the same, Mark?
It doesn't
say.
specifically say the age
Like
of the
if it was
kids,
if it was
but
high
it does say that they were special ed kids.
Yeah, that's not funny.
So if it's
picking
high
on
school,
what-
by the time you're in high school and you're special education, you done been through all the wars of special ed from daycare, elementary, middle school. You seasoned and pretty much they done isolated you from making you ride the short bus all the time. So I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying that it's a kind of creative. Whoever came up with it, I don't think the teacher came up with it. I think it's an inside job by the students. One of the students felt, their parents was politically correct, raised them very left leaning, and then went out and squealed on them.
That's why. What you think?
Okay. See, I'm mad at Amber. But, originally when I heard this story, I was like, what in the world? Because me and some parents would have got together. We would have got that teacher. She would have ate them certificates, every last one of them. The kids are already having, difficulty learning and getting their stuff together. we don't need her now to come back and call the kids ghetto. What kind of tacky off the wall shit is that? She would have ate every last one of those certificates.
She would have ate them.
She would have ate them. She would have ate them under the L, you and me. She
Oh
would have
my
ate them.
God, under the L.
Okay.
Ain't no how
Eat them
stepping.
paper. Let them eat cake.
Ain't
Oh, I ain't gonna go Marie Antoinette. She's just gonna
Right.
get
Pow.
right in there.
Ain't no how stepping Marcus J. You know, me personally, you know, when I hear a story like that, I can never endorse picking on kids. You know, there's a story that we're going to do in the next segment, which is not this story. It's not related to this story, but it's about what can happen when you pick on kids. And so I personally can never endorse that. I understand the tongue-in-cheek aspect of it. I understand the aspect of, you know, just trying to have a good time. But let other kids pick on kids.
Right.
I don't know that I'm okay with authorities and teachers and parents and stuff being a part of that. And so we know what ghetto means. You know, we can play like we don't understand code words, just like we know thug is the new N word. We debated that on the show in the past, and some Tony disagree with that.
Tony,
And that's fine. We can agree to disagree with that, but there are certain codes that I think are out there, and we need to be mindful of what they are and what they mean and how they can affect people. And so when you see a bunch of bikers in McKinney, Texas shooting up each other and the word thug never comes up, but you see kids at a swimming pool and the word thug comes up. Waco, I'm sorry, McKinney is the kids in the pool that we'll talk about in the next segment. And you see the word thug comes up with them. You understand that there's a difference in the code words. When you hear the word ghetto, you don't think about white kids, but you think of black kids. You know what I mean? You think of unintelligent black kids when you hear that word. And so I have a hard time with the administration or the teachers or adults being the ones that are at the forefront of the ghetto awards. So while on a grown-up side of me, I can think it's funny, just like I think NWA is cool. I've always thought NWA is cool, but the adult in me knows that having a group called N-words with attitudes can be harmful to the community. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's where it is, and it sucks because I'm 41. I have to be a grown-up now. I'd much rather be a kid and have fun and call kids ghetto and use the N-word. C-Before was terrible when it came out, and it's even more terrible now that it's dated. But that's just kind of how I feel about it. And I think it might be.
You hit it right on the head.
Yeah, man. Ain't no how to step with Marcy. All right, last thing we get into in this segment. Amber, you up first.
All right.
4 charged for cheering at Mississippi high school graduation. Charged. Getting this one from WTHR.com, Indiana's news leader. It's out of Mississippi. 4 people are facing possible jail time for cheering too loudly at a Mississippi high school graduation. They were escorted out of the graduation ceremony and now face misdemeanor public disturbance charges after they disobeyed instructions and cheered for individual graduates at Senatobia High School graduation last month. The charges carry a fine of up to $500 and a sentence of 6 months in jail. Quote, okay, I can understand they can escort me out to graduation, but to say they're going to put me in jail for it, what else are they allowed to do? This is what Ursula Miller, aunt of the graduate, said. Quote, I mean, it's crazy, said the graduate's parent, Henry Walker. The fact that I might have to bond out of jail, pay court costs, or $500 fine for expressing my love, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. The 4 people charged are expected in court next Monday, which is, in fact, today. So I don't know what happened when they went to court, but here's the recap in my own words. They was in the graduation while and out. You know how we can do sometimes, y'all. Black folk, come on now. You know how we can do sometimes. We at the graduation, we wild.
Why do we do it?
You know what I mean? We wild. They probably came over. You know, somebody else stuff. Excuse me, family of Amber.
Please reserve the applause for the entire graduate class.
And everybody else said, "Man, F that, man." Amber. And then they got arrested. Amber, what you think about this?
They should have followed the rules. I mean, they told him to be quiet.
Or talk tonight.
I'm just, I mean, it's easy to say, oh, this is an outrage, man. And the guy, whatever his name was, Henry Walker, made a good point in saying, what won't they arrest you for? Exactly. So shut up. You know what I'm saying? And quit drawing attention over here, brother. Come get him out of here, okay? Because you blowing up the spot, Henry Walker, okay?
She has a point.
You making the spot hot. You know what I mean?
The block is hot because of you.
I bet they won't cheer next year.
She has a
I bet you
point.
they'll be quiet next year.
Have you all-
I mean,
have
you gotta
you all-
make an example out of somebody at the end of the day. And yeah, it's silly. Yeah, it's stupid. People do it all the time.
It's
But
the
guess what? Henry
graduation.
Walker gonna have to. It is a graduation, and he probably in jail right now. Did you
So-
get an update on that?
Do you think they were related to the kid last year who took off his robe and didn't have no clothes on?
No, they very possibly, you know. There was a guy in my high school graduation. I graduated from a Catholic high school in 1992, and there was a dude who graduated with a pair of Timbs on and some sweatpants.
Awesome.
For a Catholic high school in 1992, that's pretty damn radical.
Said he was going to the party. After.
Yeah,
I have
man.
a question.
Chris, what you got, man?
Amber had a point, not to the same degree that this would be like on a graduation level, but we've all experienced it. Number one movie everybody anticipates come out. We go to the hood theater to go watch it, and of course you can't enjoy it because
There's some folks in there
there's some
wilding.
folks in there wilding out. So that's why you got to follow rules. I just want to give a shout out to the best auntie name ever, Ursula. What's up, Ma?
Yo, what's up, man?
That's a great aunt name,
Ursula.
Ursula.
Tony,
You know she got.
you want some of this, man?
I mean, it is a rule, and I recall during my high school graduation, several years ago, when they told the parents to hold your applause, and whenever parents did cheer, we all were like turn around like.
Who
You're not
mom
supposed to
and
do
dad
that.
is that?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, like, I mean, it was like totally embarrassing. I remember my older sister like screamed out my nickname, which is extremely embarrassing.
What's your
What
nickname?
is
I'm not telling y'all. And so I was just like,
Oh, you
no,
chump.
she did.
She not gonna share.
But
Hey, Amber, that means it's a good
This is
one.
not high school anymore, Tony. What is it?
I'm not telling y'all that.
Okay.
Here's my deal with it, y'all.
It's Tony.
Jackie is listening to us. Shout out to Jackie,
Jackie?
in Philly. Thank you, Jackie.
Hi,
She
Jackie.
says that she's going back to the last story on the teachers and the Ghetto Awards. She said it's not funny, not from a teacher. It's an insult. And I 100% agree with you on that. Well, here's my deal with this graduation situation with them getting arrested and stuff. They criminalize us so easily in our community, and oftentimes we accept it as if it's normal. Is it wrong for us to be in there acting crazy when we've been told not to? Of course it is. Is it a criminal act? Is it criminal? Is it something that's worth going to jail for? That's the difference.
Well, we all know who the jailer is, though, and that's
Well, we understand that.
Right, but there's a time and a place for everything.
There's a time and a place for
if you've been
everything.
told beforehand, then you can wait to the party at grandma's house
That's true.
to cheer.
I understand that. But here's my thing. When we understand historically and we understand socially now how easy it is. First of all, you should know this as the people screaming, and don't put yourself in a situation where you can end up in jail. That's the first thing.
Right.
But the second thing is when they were screaming and they were told not to scream and they still screamed anyway, you never know what's going on behind that. That might be the first kid to graduate in the family. That might be, you know, the family member might have been from out of town. I mean, there's a lot of things that's going on. I'm not justifying the poor behavior. All I'm saying is this really a criminal act that's worthy of putting someone in jail?
If you the racist,
No.
Jail?
If you the
No.
racist, that's
Somebody?
gonna lock them up.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What a waste of taxpayers' money.
Nah,
'Cause
yeah.
it's too exciting. It's too exciting. When your child is graduating, it's too exciting. This is
Jail.
so much. I mean, you worked for 12 years, 13 years if they went to kindergarten, to get this kid to this day. You worked your tail off. You're celebrating. You feel it when they get to the 12th grade. When they got to go through the 12th grade, when you got to pay senior dues now, you start to feel it. When it's time to get measured for caps and gowns, you start to feel it. When that damn day comes and y'all leave and y'all head to the college, so your baby, with all that hard work, walk across that stage, you can kiss my black ass, because I'm going to shout out,
Oh my God. Wow, okay.
yes, I will.
I feel like I need to put you out and arrest your ass right now.
Yes, I will. Did I do it to you?
Yeah,
I did it to her.
I mean, I'm not going to justify when you've been warned with something how there should be some sort of consequence. I get that, but I just think that we are so quick to accept the fact that they want to put us in jail for infractions that may seem to be minor in other communities where it may not be the same. That's where I have a problem, because we've been criminalized. Like everything we do has been criminalized, and we got all of this video and all of these examples of poor behavior on our part, no question about that. But when you compare how other communities are treated, that's where I have a problem. Amber, you gonna say?
Yeah, I kind of want to piggyback, and I mean, I hate to, I'm just going to say it. I just, ultimately, like, because I can understand why they were shouting and why they were excited and all of that. I can completely understand that, but just like you were saying earlier, Marcus J, like, is it a criminal offense? What's criminal is judged from the eyes of the arrestor, and these days everything is criminal. So these days, do you realize that you could be on your way home minding your business and you don't have to do anything to be put in jail? The boy just killed himself today for spending 3 years up on Rikers Island for nothing.
I saw that.
That we're living in an age where you don't have to break the law to be a criminal. So if you want to sit there and hoop and holler, get a Henry Walker up out of here, because guess what? I'm being quiet, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna drink my little sweet tea, and I'm gonna clap and snap when my cousin crosses the stage, et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, that's the day and time we're living in right now.
Nah, you're right.
And you can only tread lightly. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, you're right
Damn,
about that.
baby,
And
you
I agree,
you know?
Amber. You basically said it so well that we'll take a break on that final word. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J, live from the Den of Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all, everybody that's listening to us on TuneIn. We appreciate you pulling out your smartphone, your iPhone, your tablet, your computer. You either pulled out the website of legacyinternetradio.com, or you've pulled out the TuneIn website, or you have gone to the app and you have searched Legacy Internet Radio. So we appreciate the love, and shout out to y'all that are listening to this replay a long time from now on YouTube. We got love for you as well. Share our stuff, y'all, because the only way we continue growing is if you help us. You push me and I will pull you. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J, live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk some more. Stay with us.